Hello and welcome to this final weekend update of 2020. So in this year, our church has moved into the digital realm in new ways, and we're continuing to learn and grow in that area. Now, I do hope that we'll be able to return to in-person services soon, but we want to strengthen the way that we connect, both in person and in the digital world. Both of those are important. The beginning of 2020, I didn't envision that I would have some 35 weekend updates available on YouTube and over 30 sermons of mine available on YouTube. Thank you for taking the time to read the email updates or to watch the update videos or to watch the message videos as well, particularly in the times when we can't meet in person. Those updates and those messages let you hear from me, and that's great, but I would also like to hear from you. Some of you I've connected with in person or on phone. Some I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But could you help me by sending me a text or an email or a voicemail, just letting me some times that you would be available? And I guess I'd love to hear from you. My contact information is in the email version of this weekend update. A word about the Christmas Eve service. We are having a Zoom Christmas Eve service, 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve. And it's going to include scripture readings, a message, and even a bit of music. Now, the good news about Zoom is that you don't have to wear a mask and that you can sing along, although you have to mute your mic because Zoom gets confused if there's more than one person trying to talk or sing at the same time. And you can decorate and have candles to your choice. The invite is in this email, and as well there'll be a separate invite for the Christmas Eve service, so it'll be at your fingertips. I want to let you know a little bit about what's happening over the next couple of weekends. On December 27th, the last weekend of the year. So I'm going to talk about the year that we will remember as a year of disruption, a year in which so much has changed and we don't know what lasting changes it's going to prompt. But as people of faith, we're well positioned to deal with change because we serve a God who does not change and a God who coaches us into life-giving change in our discipleship journey. God calls us to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So in this last message of 2020, I'm going to be speaking on Romans 12 and the change that God calls each one of us to embrace. Yes, things have changed, but we are confident that God is at work to change us as we follow Jesus. So you'll be able to find that message on YouTube or through the links on our church website or in an email that will be sent to you. Romans 12 says, "Don't conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." The first Sunday in January, we're going to be looking at a psalm. New Year's we often see as an opportunity for a fresh start, and we try to jumpstart that renewal by making New Year's resolutions. And that can be helpful. But what if God is interested in something far more important than what we accomplish in 2021? So January 3rd, I'm going to consider the message in Psalm 40, in which God tells us about what he would like to see in our hearts and in our church. Psalm 40 verse 6 says, "Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require." The church office is not going to be open. It will be closed the week of December 27th to January 3rd. If you do need access to the Interact machine or need to drop something off and haven't been able to do so to this point, get a hold of me. My contact information is in the email, and I can set up a time when you can drop something off. That would be great. Finally, I want to say, God with us. Two things I found myself saying many times in the past weeks, and I'll repeat them again as I conclude this update. First, I'm so glad that you're part of Tofit Alliance Church. I'm extremely grateful for Tofit Alliance Church and all who are connected with us. Secondly, I want to say that in this most unusual season, may each one of us experience the presence of Jesus in an unusually powerful way. He is Emmanuel, God with us. So we look forward to experiencing his love and grace in new ways in 2021. Psalm 31:19 says, "How abundant are the good things that you have stored up for those who fear you, that you bestow in the sight of all who take refuge in you." I hope you have a great Christmas, even as unusual as it might be, and that you would experience God's richest blessing in the coming year. Take care, and God bless.